From Center City Lanes in Roswell, we've got the title matches of today's JBT events. Scratch division here. William Yoder's trying to sweep the weekend, but he's got to get past Curtis Lindeman, who's got a early double and an early lead as a result of said double. And they let Curtis off base today to come and wreak havoc on the scratch division. Survivor, so they had to be not the lowest score in their pair, only 2 bowlers left, so 1 winner, 1 runner-up. Wow, Curtis acted like he wanted that one to hook and then it jumped on him at the break point. And if he can't spare it up, his lead will be gone because Yoder went to double 6-2. But he can spare this up. The ball to right of the 3, have it drive into the 4-7. It's basically just a 3-4 with some added baggage. Pretty close, but no. So the lead flip-flops after 3, and now Yoder finds himself a pin ahead. William won yesterday in the regular format over Ben Steadman. He's counting every point. He'd love to walk out of here with 2 of the big plaques. This, by the way, is about as conservatively as I've ever seen Curtis dress. He's usually in some color that doesn't exist in nature, and some pattern that also doesn't exist in nature. According to him, these are actually his dress blues from his outfit. I don't know if he was kidding or not. There we go. Good recovery. Sponsored by Ferrari. You don't see too many bowlers actually sponsored by Ferrari. That's impressive. Much tougher pattern today. We bowled on just a tweaked house pattern yesterday and bowled on Atlanta today, one of the WTBA patterns. 38 feet, pretty flat. The scores reflected that. It only took -65 to make the first cut today, and that was taking 50%. Can't get that push. Lucky to get the 6 out and only leave that 10. Switch balls with that switch grip to a ball that doesn't hook at all. Go hard and very hard and straight at the spare. Nicely done there. I'd like to point out to the entire internet that William's arm smells. I know this because about 17 times this week he went, "Smell my arm, smell my arm." At which point I was forced to either not breathe or smell his arm. Therefore, and only for that reason, I smelled his arm. It stinks. He's a walking medical ward, but he knows how to bowl. He's trying to get the ball between the 2nd and 3rd arrows, and there's just not a lot of margin for error either way. 3 more pins a count go out the window, and the extremely choppable 2-4-5 left to shoot at. We'll stick with the strike ball and go a hook line off it. Not the usual way on a sportish pattern, but he makes it. 2 of the big power players in our tour here. When Curtis feels like it, he can really get the rev rate up in the ridiculous numbers. He actually uses it's called a Sarge Easter grip to decrease his rev rate a little bit. One finger's drilled conventional, the other's drilled fingertip. He's almost always trying to take something off the ball rather than to max hit it. No! Goodbye, 10. Yeah, so that's Curtis at like medium revs. Destroys those pins down there. Catches the double and catches a 12-pin lead with it. Curtis just recently joined the military, was stationed at Cannon up in Clovis. Said he felt just a little bit isolated up there. I was at Holloman, what, a couple hours from here. The extreme high backswing, the pop at the foul line, and when he's good, his balance is perfect too. Just like, whoops, got that one wide. I should never say anything good about any bowler, should I? Because it's just a guarantee that they're going to get no more than 6 minutes.
Commentator jinx.
My goodness. That's 4 pins a count too, so if he can make it, he'll lead by 7. Still got work to do. Meanwhile, over in the handicap semifinals, Brandy Main's in the final 4 for the 2nd straight day, and then it's 3 newcomers. So we'll have at least one rookie in the title match over there. Curtis covers that up. Thanks to Center City for hosting us. I'm not sure what city we're in the center of right here, but good enough. Place looks good. Come on out and see it. So William finds himself trailing by 9. Yeah, gets that 10th pit and over there. Alyssa, are you seeing this? Are you catching this, Alyssa? What? This is the 2nd straight day. Something weird. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to have to look at the tape once you get all this. It's an alien from the alcoholic region of the galaxy, as you can, you know, that's its crown. Yoder splatters the rack and catches a double. We got ourselves a game going on here. William's just all business right now. Usually he's got a word or two for the camera, but he ain't having it right now. He's gonna go sit those chicken legs down and think about it. There, I knew I was gonna get him sometime there.
My finger.
Oh, I thought that was way worse what was about to happen right there, but thank you.
Held together by tape.
William is just a clinic over there. Trauma center. Alright. Looks like Curtis is pretty comfortable on the right lane. We got a reline in here on the left. Curtis, a 7-time champ. Yoder won his 4th yesterday, so both these guys know how to win. Curtis won the Mojave Invitational last year. He's got a major on his resume. William currently the points leader in scratch. Ah, yeah. It's a light mixer, a little wry smile there. Who won?
She did.
She did?
Barely.
Barely? What you got to say for yourself?
That he's good competition.
Yes, he certainly is. Matthew, good job. Stick around until the other game's over, and we'll get you a plaque and everything. And you got some camera time, so there you go. For 3. No. Called for it to hook right off his hand. He was right. He's got to make it a 2-4-5 for the 2nd time in this game. If not, he's going to start to run out of frames really quickly here. Now makes it on the other side. As it stands, he trails by 11. Can max out for 216. Curtis going at a 2:06 pace, so the count's essentially the same, which brings up some tie possibilities. The all-important 9th frame. Here we go. That looks good. That is good. Oh, that head pin accelerates across the deck there to take out the 10. Corner pin carry can be tough here, but when you do get a pin sent, it can rocket over there. The Roswell rocket, Ben. Thanks, Ben.
14 up in Detroit.
Is it really? Worst home team in football, the Dallas Cowboys. It's early.
Watch it, you gotta count.
It's true. Then he knows it.
Carson, find out if it's on Sirius Radio.
It is.
Is it?
It's like
Find out what channel.
240 something, I think.
Listen to it on the rest of my phone.
Key shot here for Lindeman. Lindeman, obviously, with Williams sitting on that strike in the 9th. You can shut him out with this one and one in the 10th. But not only does he not shut him out, he's got himself a baby split to think about. My goodness. That was the lane he looked a little more comfortable on, too, but just stood up a pinch at the line. The ball checked early, and that's the result. If he misses this, he will go from the lead to a trailing position here. Trails by 3 if he misses it. Leads by 7 if he makes it. And as we all know, this is the toughest spare on the lane. Not the 710, the 310. I never make them. And I wish I could do that just once in my league, because that's a perfect example of how to make a 310. So 9 actually was the lead there once you get all that added up. Of course, because we made the extra 2 pins. Anybody's game in the 10th. Curtis can max for 215. Yoder can max for 216. So if Curtis gets all 3, he forces William to get all 3. Down to the wire here in Roswell. 2 good bowlers that each would love this title. Curtis only has a chance to make guest appearances. Everyone, William working on a bowler of the year run. Here we go, 10th frame. Well, that was perfect, and I can't tell by, I guess Curtis was not happy with that at all. Oh, Curtis, you perfectionist, you. I've never understood the 10 and a bit shake your head. Well, I didn't hit the exact board with the exact red that I wanted. You just got 10 in the pit in the 10th frame of the title match. Come on, man. Spare here would force William to go strike 9 spare to tie. Nothing he can do can shut out Yoder. Every strike adds more pressure and forces William to do the same. Wider, he likes that. Wow, so the shot he liked didn't climb back up, and the shot he didn't like held. Curtis is flummoxed. Not nearly as good as Modacious, but you know. Will be bodacious for William now if he can go double in the 10th. Very important that he covers this spare though, which he does. It's a good game. It's a 205. And it is super tough to win one JBT title. It is brutally tough to sweep a weekend, and Yoder's got the opportunity right here. Must strike on this shot. 2 in the 10th wins it. Strike 9 spare ties. Anything less, Lindeman wins the title. Gracie won. Can't throw it any better than that. Boy, he knew that off his hand, and it only takes the ball a second and a half to get down there at his ball speed, so it didn't take long for us to know as well. We got ourselves a one-shot tournament. Strikes a winner, 9 spares a tie. Anything less than 9 is going to result in a very cranky guy in blue. Wide, way wide. Oh no. Oh no. What an unfortunate time to come up with that shot. That is a cranky young man in blue. That is a relieved young man in red, white, and blue as Curtis Lindeman picks up his 8th career JBT title in a thriller. Good stuff out of 2 very good bowlers. We'll have an exciting all-ladies title match and handicap coming up next.